Good morning, everyone. My name is Christian from Two-Headed Wolf Gaming, and welcome to the game of the weekend, which this week features Dead in Vinland. What we do during the game of the weekend is that we play a game for an hour long, both on Saturday and Sunday. It's a game that I'm not thinking about making a full playthrough of, unless you encourage me to do so, unless you enjoy it that much that you want us to continue. And for this week I chose Dead in Vinland, which was developed by CCCP and published by Dear Villagers. This is their second game in this style, the first one being Dead in Bermuda, where you are a bunch of castaways in modern times and you have to survive an island. And there is another game inspired from this one, developed by someone totally different. I believe it's called Help Will Come Tomorrow, which is set during the Russian Revolution. So you can check those out afterwards. Maybe you are more familiar with them. But Dead in Vinland brings us into the Norse world. At least it's a Norse-inspired game. It is fantasy, it's not historically accurate. You will see different events happening here and there. But yeah, I found it to be a pretty nice game. It's pretty difficult at that. So we will do our best to survive for 2 hours, both today and tomorrow. And hopefully you'll enjoy it. So without further ado, let's go for a new game. Pick a slot there. Name your profile. It doesn't seem like much, but you'll most likely feel rewarded with a sense of pride and accomplishment. Let's call this our Two-Headed Wolf Band. How do we wanna do this? Story mode: follow the story of merry Viking family while they starve to death on an unknown island. This is the default mode. Yeah, we're going for default. But this one is an endless mode. I didn't get the DLC for it. Somehow it didn't appeal to me. Let's see, choose your challenge. A nice vacation. We're going to stay on survival. Let's see, what is this? A tutorial? I think we do need a tutorial. I haven't played it in a long while. True Viking don't need no checkpoints. They live from day to day knowing perfectly well that they only have the current save. Yeah, let's not go for that. Keep the first introduction dialogues. No, let's start the game like this. Pretty normal.
I've always had simple needs. A roof. A family. A peaceful life. But, like the skalds sing, you can't always get what you want. And what the gods gave me was fire and steel.
Kill the bastard!
They screamed. Luckily, we were warned in time. I can't forget the tears of my beloved Blooduwed when they burned down our house. Our memories. I yelled, "Drop these bags and row if you want to live." We barely escaped on a stolen boat, with no map and no destination. They didn't bother to follow us. No turning back. We were exiled. This is how our miserable journey began. We drifted for days. Depressed, hungry, lost. We thought we had reached the end of the world, when the gods sent us the most terrible storm. Our fate was decided. Death, oblivion. Then we saw it, coming out of nowhere. Salvation? Or Loki's dirty tricks? The gods are playing with us. But I just know that We must survive.
There you have it. I hope you have your coffees ready. We're gonna have a lot of fun here. Either that or feel miserable. Lodewood, Kari, Moira, where are you? We're here, honey. We're fine. Odin be praised. The All Father hasn't completely abandoned us, it seems. I wouldn't have bet on it, considering the last turn of events. Kari, are you alright, my child? Yeah, Mom, I'm great. Our home burned, Njord's best storm in our asses, and Dad's perfect landing under sharp rocks and of an unknown island. A perfect day. Okay, so we get some of these choices. This type of choices just change the relationship between characters. I think they improve the way they work together and a few other things. So plus morale. So let's comfort her. As long as the family sticks together, we'll be fine. Lame. yeah, I know. Okay, so her depression went down. Their relationship broke up a little bit. Yeah, well, that's cute and all. But what do we do now? Do you have an idea where we are, Eric? No, we drifted far to the west over many days, to the end of the world as we know it. Never heard of an island that far to the west. I don't think any Norseman ever went here. We should explore the vicinity and see if we can find someone that could help us. I hope that someone doesn't turn out to be a frost giant, or worse. We'll see. The family, still disoriented by the shipwreck, started to look around. They decided to walk away from the sad remains of their ship and to explore the woods. The forest was silent as themselves, the atmosphere was getting tense when, look, over there, a track. Carrie rushed to take the path and the others followed her. They continued like this for almost an hour when they finally found the end of the path outside the forest. A wooden shack just here. Doesn't seem to be inhabited though. Let's look for survivors. You look around for a while when you find 3 piles of dusty bones. One of them has a big hole in his skull. Here they are. We gained some bones. Yeah, and our depression went up. Okay, who do you think they were? How did they die? The island is inhabited. Who do you think they were? Who cares? They're dead now. Maybe they're shipwrecked on the islands like us long ago. How did they die? They did not die in their bed, and they did die at the same time, more or less. This one's got his skull smashed by a blunt weapon. There must have been a struggle here. Is the island inhabited? There were 3 people living on the island at some time, so we can hope that there are more, but we can't be sure. We'll be sure when we have explored all of the island. What do we do now? Now we try our best to survive. There's no hope of turning back to our home, only fire and steel awaits us here. So we must start a new life. It may be a land of new possibility for us as long as we stick together. Okay, so our relationship with our wife improved, and I think that's our mother-in-law or something. I'm thankful to Frigg to be able to endure this hardship with my husband, my dear sister, oh, that's her sister, and my daughter. Without my family, I wouldn't have the will to fight and live. We're here for you, sisters, always. So we're getting some bonuses. But I still hope this cursed island is inhabited. Time will be very long if it's just the 4 of us. And we'll need a husband if we want to repopulate the island. Right, Carrie? No way. Ever. You can stay in bed with your dirty dreams. I'm going to explore this island and make sure it's mine. Listen everyone, now it's not a time for jokes. We still have plenty to do if we want to survive. We still have enough potable water for a few days if we ration ourselves. But we can't rely on that. I found 2 big barrels that we can use as containers for our water. So now we have 2 contaminated water. to clean water. Don't forget, don't drink water coming from the rivers before boiling it. We'd be sick to death. So that means we need to build a fire, and quickly. I only have one fire mushroom left. Here, take it. Okay, so that's tinder. Good. We'll need to build a lot of things if we want to settle here. I'll set up a workshop with a few tools where we can work quietly. But we'll need resources. Wood, stone, ropes. We can scavenge wood from our ship for now. We still had a bit of food left on it too. We should go fetch it. Yeah, but it won't last long. We mustn't rely on that too much. I looked around and found some things we could use. Check it out. So 15 wood, 5 rope, stone. Good job, Kari. We should explore the surroundings some more. We may find food, resources and whatnot. And beasts and traps. I agree we should explore, but be careful. We don't know what to expect. Let's start working on this camp. We have plenty to do. So here we are. Let's see. Dead in Vinland is a turn-based game, so you can always take your time to think. Each day is divided in 3 phases, morning and afternoon, during which your characters can perform various tasks on the camp, and night when they discuss, eat, drink and rest a little before the next day. Okay. Your most critical resources are your fire and your water. Always keep an eye on their level. Click on this button to access the fire and water management. Right now the fire is completely off. You can light the fire using 5 wood and 1 tinder. Once it's lit, you only need to feed it some wood when its intensity decreases. Be careful though, without fire the family won't hold for long and tinder is pretty scarce. So we have to hold the fire. Yeah, it's better to hold the fire lit than let it run out. They also can't survive without drinking. Okay, so we need to purify. Let's purify some water. How many do they need per day? Maybe 1 unit or 2? So every unit of non-potable water turns into half a unit of potable water right now. Okay. Now let's see. Let's assign some tasks. We have over here our ship. And we can drag people from the sidebar. Drag Moira over here. Our scavenging is 29. I know these units are randomized, so there might be better people who could do this job. Now let's set another person here. We're going to pick her to fetch some water. She will bring 2.75 to 4.25 non-potable water. Okay. Let's see. Assign Eric to a craft slot. And now we need to choose a crafting plan. And they want us to build a lumber camp, which is pretty cool. As you can see, we have different... I'm not sure if there's different paths. I think these are just upgrades. So there's not a divide in the buildings. You can have all of these. They all do different things. We'll start with the lumber camp. It costs us rope. It costs us wood. And let's see, what does it do? Enable wood cutting activity for 1 character. So let's do that. Let's work on this lumber camp. The workshop is currently damaged, which is indicated by the color within the hammer icon on the station HUD. Every station, apart from the shipwreck and expedition camp, deteriorate a bit every night and every time they are being used by some characters. Lower condition means lower efficiency, so be sure to repair them frequently to keep them at maximum output. So we would be able to repair with some stones. Yeah, let's do that for now. Yeah, we could repair the water supplies as well. Let's do that. Let's have an excellent condition here. And as far as the shelter goes, yeah, let's do 2 of these. Don't use too many resources, you'll need them to build your lumber camp, okay? And that's about it for now. And now we can go to exploration and we can set our daughter, who is a huntress, so her exploration is pretty good here. She will need some potable water, chances for encounter is 36%, and areas explored will be 105, okay? We'll pass the turn. Let's see. She collected some wood, some rope, some fabric, some raw fish, some fish bait, and Angelica ointment, Celadine ointment, and she gained some fatigue. And some depression from working in the shipwreck, right? Okay, we've used some resources here. We almost constructed the lumber camp. Oh, I right-clicked on it. Right-clicking on it goes quickly through all the events. Okay, let's see. Click on the newly discovered mark to open it. Okay, let's see what's here. Every area contains exactly one thing you can interact with. Find it and click on it to display all available actions. Most of these can only be used a fixed amount of time, example 2 times, and the red ones indicate that you won't be able to do any other actions afterwards. Please note that performing these actions won't affect the time of the day, so you can do it as many times as you wish. You can choose to keep some for later. Let's see, we can inspect it. You whistle when you examine the chest. It is almost in a perfect state and its craftsmanship is exquisite. The antlers have been polished and circled in gold. The intricate carvings show great mastery of woodworking. Even the choice of wood is luxurious. Makes you wonder if the inside matched the outside. So now we can do 3 things. We can either try to open it carefully, we can try to open it by force, or we can go and check the surroundings. Let's check the surroundings first. And I will do it with her, because she's pretty good at exploration. Something bugs you. The chest seems to have been abandoned not too long ago, in plain sight. Let's search for anything unusual. Because of our exploration skill, we get a 73% chance to be successful, and we did. You fear an ambush. You carefully search the surroundings but find no one alive. What you do find, though, are 2 dead Norsemen and a dead furry creature you never saw before. From the looks of the scene, you believe that the one with the trousers down was relieving himself when he was attacked by this big unknown creature. His friend killed the beast, but not before suffering a fatal wound to the abdomen. They must have died 2 days ago at most. That means they won't mind if you take their belongings, will they? We got some meat, some pelts, some whetstone, a saga axe. While you were away from the chest, someone smashed it open and looted everything of value inside. That should teach you about leaving a valuable treasure unguarded. Okay, a bit of depression, but that is okay. Some items are usable, which means they can be used instantly on any character. Those are very helpful in keeping them up and running, so you should definitely remember to use them. You can use item via the sidebar or directly clicking on a character. Let's see, an inventory here. Try using an item on a character who needs it the most, because you have a personal preference of. It's all up to you. Let's see. So we could use what here? This provides critical hit for 4 to 8 days, okay. Mead reduces depression, so there's a 50% chance that you minus 20 to depression and they get excited, or 25% chance that they get minus 40 depression and become drunk, or 25% chance that they get sick and vomiting. Minus 10 to sickness, or Angelica ointment here. Forestry. Let's see, who's the greatest? He will be the best at forestry, so I'm going to provide him with the saga axe to improve it. Now he's at 50. Okay. In order to manage properly the family's well-being and efficiency, your most valuable asset is the character sheet. Okay, so we're going back to these to check everybody out. The health of a character is of 5 distinct parts. If any of these go all the way to 100%, the character dies. If one of the 4 family members dies, the game is over. So we need to keep these alive. We have fatigue, we have hunger, we have sickness, we have injury, and we have depressions. So if any of these reach 100%, they will pass away. So we have to be very careful on how we use the people. Then we have innate skills, strength, agility, constitution, and stealth. These provide different bonuses to different things. Like if we take a look at stealth, it gives us a 24% efficiency for every stealth-based action, minus 24% to injury increase when using a hunting camp, and minus 80% chance to encounters when using an expedition camp. Minus 10% XP gains in the intelligence, because there's physical and there's mental. Now all of these are influenced depending on what? Oh, so because her intelligence is as 40, we don't gain an XP bonus. All of these suffer different kinds of penalties. Okay, I think strength also, let's see, yeah, because of her low strength, cutting wood or doing strength intensive tasks will tire her up more, and at the same time will also have reduced efficiency. So you have to put your people in the right places in order to get the most out of them. And then there's concentration, which is used for a bunch of these skills, and endurance, which work for scavenging, exploration, mining, a few other things. There are a few others as well. So we have a bio. I'm not gonna go through them into this. Their traits. These traits are randomized every time. So your characters don't always get the same traits, but they can develop them in time. So she's relentless, minus 25 fatigue to the fatigue increase, which is pretty good. Can't stay in place. XP gains on healing, cooking, fishing, and gardening is reduced by 50%. She hates animals, so less experience gain for beast handling, hates crafting, and hates fishing. Then we have skills of fighting. We didn't get to that place yet, but we will in the future. And here we have some affinity bonuses. When they're working together, we get some more efficiency, which is great. And this is the entire statistics sheet. Let's see. Let's go to traits. Let's see our other people. Eric is a potential hero, which provides us with 50% to concentration and endurance skill. He has lasting remorse, which increases his depression, or reduces the depression decrease. He's sluggish, which reduces his fatigue decrease. He minus 10 to depression decreases. So his depression also, he's pessimistic and has the lasting remorse. He will be pretty tough to reduce his depression. And he has a blood phobia, which reduces his healing skills by 5. Our wife is of healthy body, which reduces her sickness. Then she's a stay-at-home mom, which reduces her mining, forestry, exploration, and hunting abilities. That is pretty bad. Then she's apathetic, reduce fatigue, or increase fatigue. I'm not sure how to say this. So her ability to reduce her fatigue is more difficult. She has minus 5 to crafting and minus 10% to endurance skills. Okay. She is, and her sister, suspected witch. She's cunning. She has a weak body. She has deep wounds, hates gardening, and is a coward. Okay. Well, we'll check how we can put people in better places. Let's see, where are we now? she can continue scavenging there. She's at scavenging 33. She's at 34 on crafting. Let's see, is anybody better at crafting? We take a look at, where is it? Crafting. This is 12, 35, 30. So not great on either of them. Because I'm thinking that someone else should probably be working on the crafting. Let's see, are you good at scavenging? No, you're not. So it's going to be pretty tough right now to do all these. The weather is fine, so no special effects. Fatigue 18 to 9 when sleeping at night, and fire intensity will decrease from 30 to 20 depending. Okay, anything else we need to worry about? Let's see. These are the different buildings we can build, but we're focusing on the lumber camp. Natural resources are not infinite. Some stations rely on these. The more they are used, the less resources they will yield and the more strenuous the task will become. They will replenish over time, so it might be best to find some alternate resources in the meantime. Okay. It's interesting. We need to keep that in mind as well. Okay, well, let's end the next turn. We've gained one scavenging there, some wood, some more rope, some fabric, and another raw fish, arrows. Her constitution increased as well, and we gained some extra fatigue there. +1 to courage as well, and she's now at level 2. Let's see, crafting +1. We build a lumber camp, so now we can assign someone to wood cutting. I am going to leave the turn this slow for just one time, then we'll pass quickly through them. Okay, we gain 3 non-potable water, and she continues to explore the area. Okay, a new area has been discovered. The sun is fading, time for the family final arrangement before the night, during which they will chat, drink some water, eat a bit and sleep. There is nothing set in stone, but a gold rule of thumb is to have some food, approximately 1 potable water per person, and be sure that the fire intensity is high enough, so that they won't die down during their sleep. Okay, so one thing I want to do is to go and convert. Let's see, where was it? Was it here somewhere? Let's see, overnight evolution. This is the increase or the replenishment of the resource. Wood chopped, fatigue increase, okay? It was here, right? Yeah. So we can boil probably a few more units of water to have 4. I'm not sure I'm gonna give them water per night this night, but we'll leave it at that. Let's see, a new event here. And there's a wheat patch. What can we do? Inspect. Wild wheat is growing here. It's vibrant gold color, promising tasty grains. So we could go and harvest, or we could go and hunt. The thing is, at this point, I don't really have a place to cook the meat, and I think that these will spoil away. Let's see, fresh fish, very nutritive, but you shouldn't eat them raw. You should at least grill them. If we eat them like this, we reduce 8 to 12 hunger, we gain some sickness, traits chance 2% to get nausea, and 20 to 50% of the stock will turn into rotten food each night. So yeah, we do have to cook it. Now let's see, can we go ahead and choose another crafting plan and pick something else? This will provide us, although we don't have ancient knowledge, to unlock upgrades level 1. A rest area could be really good for us because we do need a place to sleep, but we need some more fabric, so we'll scavenge the boat. A tavern enables drinking activity for 2 characters, enables beer brewing. I will not go with the tavern just yet. A harvesting camp enables fresh food harvesting activity for 1 character. I think this will be really useful. A cooking pot. We need stone. A herbalist, a healing tent, a forge, a fishing camp, a hunting camp, a mining camp could be good as well to get the stone. And as much as I would like to go with the harvesting camp, I think going for mining first. The food. It's really tough. We have to make a decision here. Are we going with the harvesting camp to get the food? Or should we be going with the mining camp and then the cooking pot? Enables cooking activity for 1 character, enables salt making. I think probably going with this one will still provide us with some more food from the fishes. But no, let's go with the harvesting. Let's make sure that we gain some simple food there. At least just as an idea. Let's end the day for now. So we sleep in this hut. Okay, that's enough for today. Come everyone, it is time to grab a bite and try to sleep a little. You can start without me. I want to consolidate this shelter some more. You shouldn't overdo it, Eric. The shadows are already dancing with us. No, really, I can. I must do it. It's my fault if you... Not again, Eric. We already discussed that topic. You don't have to take the blame alone for what is happening to us. But you have heard, like me, honey. The men that burned our home were after me. They screamed, "Kill the bastard." I'm the bastard. It's my burden to bear alone. So he gained some depression there. Why did I call you that? That's a story I'd like to hear. If we weren't close to dying from starvation, of course. We should make traps. The forest must be full of tiny meat on legs. And full of big dangers. I'd prefer if you'd stay here with me. There's plenty to do at the camp. In your dreams, Mom. Yeah. Okay, we have some axes, we have some bags. We're going to cut trees in the forest from now on. I'll let you take care of that. I don't have the muscles for it. You can help too, Moira. You must strengthen your body. You're too weak. So here is our reputation between the character, or our relationship between the characters is going down. I'm the sister who got the mind, and you got the muscles. And I got both. Ah, you sure do, child. Cutting trees is tiresome, but holding them back to the camp even more so. Anyone can help, but don't overdo it if you're too tired. You'll just end up hurting yourself. I just want to remind everyone that wood is our main resource for crafting and for keeping our fire, so we shouldn't overlook keeping a steady supply of food. There we have it, we started building our camp. And now every night the characters will most likely be dehydrated. The more potable water you give them, the more likely they will rehydrate. Staying rehydrated means penalties, and dehydration will worsen after the next day. If they reach dehydrated 4 and are still not rehydrated that night, they will die. So now we can drink some water. Now at this point their dehydration is not that great. I mean, they have dehydration 1. There's a... We can do these. Actually, let's try to give them just half a liter to everyone to stay dehydrated. If they're not dehydrated, they don't need water, as you can see. Yeah, we'll take our chances like this. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, they all recovered the dehydration there, and we spared some water for the next day. Then we also have different type of food. These are perishable. We will be able to make non-perishable food. I am going to provide each of them with one food for today. And that's about it for now. She gained 1 sickness. And let's see. They've reduced their fatigue there. Our fire went down by 28 points and 1 of our food went into rota food. Okay, so here is day 2, still sunny, there's nothing special that we need to worry about, only starting our fire. Make sure we have enough for the night. With you, I would like you to go ahead and keep crafting there. She will continue scavenging for water. I will leave her for just a little bit more to work on this boat. Let's see, what do we want her to do? We gain a level up here, which means that we're getting some points. Let's see, we have a new trait. Either gain 1 action point, this is used for battle. Get fatigue resistance, which means reduced experience gain. But we also gain minus 15% fatigue, which is pretty good. Sick resistance could be useful. Immobile fortress or experience healer, giving us plus 10 to healing and minus 50% to healing XP gains. Where is our healing at? Let's see. Healing, she's at 45, so she's pretty good. But I think for now we'll just go with this fatigue resistance. Should come in handy. Skills, okay. Let's see, we'll leave her there. We'll leave our daughter to explore. And we'll leave her to scavenging. Let's see, was she good at wood cutting? I don't remember. She has 39 strength. What was her trait here? Yeah, forestry means minus 50. Oh, stay-at-home mom means minus 50% experience to forestry XP gains. But that doesn't mean she can't just go ahead and cut wood. So let's try to bring her here. She might be able to bring us 4 to 7 wood, which is pretty good if you ask me. Let's skip the day. Wood, yeah, we gained quite a few things there. She explored the map. Kari returns home, running as if she saw a ghost in the forest. Ah, Dad, everyone, summon, there's someone. A small group of armed men entered the camp. Eric and Bloodwood step up, raising their arms in sign of peace. Yeah, they don't look peaceful now, do they? Wolves at the door. A huge muscular man walks in front of the group, a giant axe in his hand. 3 skulls are hanging from his leather belt. Eric speaks up. Welcome, stranger, we come in peace. Our ship wrecked on the shores a few days ago. Ah, you talk like women, wimp. Say welcome to my axe, coward. As he says these words, he swings his axe with fury, wounding a surprised Eric. Then everyone charges into battle. So here we are. We are going to fight. We need to pick 3 characters. Every one of them has a different... they're a different class and they have different traits. So Eric is a warrior. He's fast, meaning +1 initiative for every enemy hurt during the turn. We have 14 health, we have 5 action points, initiative, and effects resistance, like buffs and debuffs. She is a mystic, so she can improve their allies and hinder their foes. She is a healer, post-battle injuries for the whole party minus 15%. Our daughter is an archer, as you can imagine she's precise as well, damage from critical hits 2.5 instead of 1.5. And our wife is a protector. She's also sturdy, meaning attacks on this character can't land critical hits. Now we don't have injuries actually that bad, so I'm not gonna bring the healer just yet. Or maybe we should. Let's... how do I want... Yeah, let's try this out. So now we're fighting certain characters. Fights are turn-based. Okay, you can check the turn order at the top of the screen. It is refreshed at the beginning of each turn. This is our health. We have 2 health bars. This is the armor and that is health. At the end of the battle, lost grey hearts above 10 HP won't have any lasting consequences, but each red heart loss will result in more injury and chances to get wounded. Battle skills, there are different skills that you can use in different positions. I'll be showing you this. So it's unfortunate that this is the position we are in, because she is non-armored here and they are. So we're just going to go for, first of all, a bull charge. We are attacking an enemy in the melee row and we move to the front and the target moves to the back because we are charging them. We also have war cry that we can use. We have a simple move ability here and an end turn which removes all AP but provides us with 1 for the next turn. So let's go with bull charge. And at this point, since we are in the front row, we can use some abilities. We can use melee strike, a simple attack there, or berserker strike, which means minus 10% and minus 1 damage resistant to self. But it does have a higher chance of doing a lot more damage. But we're going to go, let's see, how many, we have 3 more action points. I am going to use it to attack this guy. Unfortunately, we didn't hit. He's moving to the front, he's throwing an axe at her. Let's see, with you, I would like to move her in front there. And now we have either Turtle Strike, providing us with +1 to resistance. We have an Impenetrable Wall, +25 dodge and +10 to critical resistance. We have Shield Bash, which reduces their AP for 1 turn. We have Guard, which we can use to protect an ally. And we have Taunt, which moves the enemy to the front and they get some dodge and accuracy penalties. Let's see. First of all, I would put a guard on her until we get the chance to move her back. And second of all, I guess we'll go with... Oh, we don't have anything else. So we'll just wait and get an AP on the next turn. For now, I will move her in the back. Let's see. Oh, we could have used this out of reach as well. Ancient Curse or Prayer to the Gods. +2 to max damage, +2 to +5 to accuracy for us, and damage resistant -1 for all allies except self in all rows. Yeah, let's go with this ability. She is a witch, so she can do quite a few things here. Okay, yeah, we lost some armor there, now we are exposed. Okay, let's go with... We have 5 points. We can go for a wild swing, which can attack all enemies in the front row, but we don't need it. Yeah, I guess I'm going to go for another bull charge here, pushing him in the back. We didn't manage to do that, so we're going to go for a simple attack. Unfortunately, we missed. Okay, now what do? We can go for a shield bash, pushing him behind. Or decreasing a AP point. Yeah. Minus 1 AP, he gets plus 1 AP there. Let's go for a turtle strike here. Nice. We are now at max 2 plus 2% plus 2 damage, damage resistance plus 1 and accuracy plus 5. So there we have it. Let's see, can we do anything from here with her? All enemies, so Uncanny Litany, minus 1 to minimum damage and minus 1 to max damage, and effect resistance minus 20%. Yeah, we can... let's do this, let's debuff him. Yeah, he's really targeting her. Fortunately, he got the minimum damage, and because of the minus 1, he didn't get any damage on us. I guess we also had the damage resistance of plus 1, so that is great. Now we're just gonna attack this target twice. Yeah, and these battles are not that easy. One of the worst things that can happen here is that you gain these injuries, and they add up, because you'll be fighting quite a lot. So we gain some yarrow powder, rope and wood. The whole family fights valiantly, until the giant man enters the fray with a loud terrifying laugh, and now the slaughters, he screams. So now we're fighting again. I am going to bring these people forward, mostly because she can reduce her injury post-battle by 15%, so... this is one of those unwinnable battles. Unfortunately, it's part of the story. As you can see, he has a bunch of AP. We get the chance to attack him as well. So yeah, let's make the best out of it. Let's go like this. With a taunt. He went in front, and now we're going to do a quick attack here. Though we missed. So yeah, this is kind of our... I'm not sure if it's our endgame boss, but it's definitely one of those people that we will have to defeat at some point. Yeah, we're gaining some wounds. He just got a pierced eardrum, which means minus 20 to hunting skills and minus 10% reduced accuracy. Okay, and a whole lot of injuries. Since we have her in our team, we reduce this story injury. The giant man is covered in blood, sweat and tears, his eyes twitching frenetically. See who your master, huh? See who's your master, freaking weaklings. I'm Bjorn and Cleaver Fools, and everything on that island is mine. So you are mine, mud eaters. I'll explain just once, cause me don't like the talking, so keep your ears opened. You will leave until I decide you're of no use to me. Then your tiny freaking heads will add to my collection. Every 7 moons, one of my stupid underlings will come. You'll pay him tribute, understood? You're already lagging behind. I want 10 wood in 5 days. If I'm happy with what I received, you may leave another week, or maybe not. Understood, dimwits? Your life's mine and no way out, only for the Valley of Hell. And the last piece of advice. There are men of mine patrolling the woods. They'll attack you on sight. Can't help it. They must pay tribute too. So it's M or yeah. Farewell, peasants. If we meet again, believe me, it won't be a sign for your stupid head. A good sign for your stupid head. And then they left. Eric, Blewood, Kari and Moira didn't dare move for a while, even after Bjorn and his men were out of sight. After checking if everyone was more or less fine, they silently returned to their task. Was it shame or pain? No one was in the mood to talk about what happened. So yeah, we gained some depression there. We need to think what do we do for her because she's getting quite depressed. I'm gonna leave them at their task for one more turn. Harvesting camp enables fresh fruit harvesting activity for one character. Enables making fruit juice as well. So there we have it. This tree going down is the amount of resources that are in the area. It's about, let's see, where is it? It's here. Yeah. So as you can see, we're replenishing 6 to 10% overnight, and change per use is 6 to 4% here. So the more this goes down, the less resources we will be able to gather. Let's see, we have quite a few places to explore. So I will go ahead and go here. We have a tinder tree. You stumble upon a large tree covered in fungus. It's the only nearby tree in such a state. You wonder why it is, because of the golden sap leaking from the bark. So we can check fungus, we can check the sap, or we can gather wood. Let's see, check the sap. None of them are really good at doing this, so I would rather not. Let's check the fungus. Yeah, once again, same thing. And the gather wood, we could be cutting the wood down, but maybe not just yet. Let's go back to the map. Here, there's some fruit grove. We can inspect the area. So we could either gather fruit. She's good at stealth. Stealth, I think, reduces the chance of encounter some bad events as well. She is not that great at stealth, but she's great at harvesting. Or she's the best we have that can harvest. So 36. Let's see, if we ask her to gather the berries, you pluck the best looking fruit from the surface of the bush, but you see other ripe ones further in, untouched by animals. So we gain 5 fresh fruits there. Push your hand even further in the bush for 40 stealth. Nope, let's stop here. And now we can also lie in wait with her as a hunter. Though the chances are not that big, I'm going to leave it alone. Dirty clothes. We can search for the owner first of all. And let's ask our daughter to do that. Those clothes may have been put to dry eons ago, but they were not put there by themselves. You decide to investigate what happened to the owner. You follow the sound of the water to a small river. The owner lies there crushed by a fallen tree. You soon find the cause of his predicament. A beaver dam stands across the riverbed. Death by beavers. What an unlucky bloke. Let's search the dam. Well, at least you found an easy wood stockpile. You get as much wood as you can, wary of the furry residents. We gain some fatigue there, but nothing else. We can take the clothes, and we can use her scavenging abilities. It's not theft if you take someone else's garbage. Take the clean ones or take everything. Let's take the clean ones. You carefully check the clothes, but only take the ones that don't smell like hell, just the ones that smell bad. So we gained 6 fabric, that's great. Loki's cape we gained. And we can go back to the camp now. Let's see, what is Loki's cape? +5 to stealth? Yep, god of mischief, trickery and all things evil. Also Sobrik hold the disgrace of all gods and men. Has serious brother's issue. Son of a frost giant, he had 3 children, the wolf Fenrir, the serpent Jormungand, and Hel, the goddess of the dead. By the way, there is a board game that is that has Viking mythology as inspiration. It's called Yggdrasil. If you have a chance to play Yggdrasil, go ahead and do so. Go ahead and even buy the game. If you are into board games, I think that's probably one of my favorite games I've played lately. Let's see. Oh, it's already nighttime, so it doesn't matter what we do with her. Do I want you to do anything else, though? Actually, let's wait for tomorrow. Let's end the day, see what they say, and we'll go from there. We should talk about, you know. It hurts so much, Mom. I'll lose my leg for sure. Don't exaggerate, child. Moira, can't you do something for our wounds? Here, these are my last potion. Don't waste them on Kari. She's young, she'll get over it. Okay, so we gained some potions there. That's awesome. Meh, Mom. Sorry, I couldn't protect you all. It's not your fault, Dad. They were just too strong. When I said I hoped that the island was inhabited, Loki spoke through me, I guess. We're still alive, so there's still hope. There's always hope. But what do you think? Was he serious with his tribute thing? I think he's dead serious. We should prepare this week's payment, 10 wood. You are very silent, Eric. What do you think? I was thinking about the future. I must choose my words carefully. Face the reality, let anger be reassuring. Let's be reassuring. We'll be fine. We'll work hard and we'll deliver these tributes. I am sure of it. Yeah, she doesn't like it. He's renouncing now. Yeah, another ray of hope. Is that we may find some helping hands on the island. Or another foe. But I agree, we should definitely explore this island and find some help. I fear that on our own we are on easy prey. Yeah, you said it, Mom. Tomorrow I'm out of this damn camp. We'll be able to gather some food now. They aren't too hard to find and not too heavy to bring back to the camp. Just be sure to only pick the edible ones. Yeah, and how do we know that? Ask me first. But what if you're not there? I'll give you some of my secrets. Listen well. First, you rub it on your skin. If your arm turns red, it's not good. If not, you can rub it on your lips. If you don't feel anything, you can put it in your mouth. But don't swallow. Chew it slowly for a while, see what happens. If you're still alive, you can eat some, but not too much. Wait until the next day. If you're not sick, the fruit is edible. What a pain in the ass. Ugh, no way. Listen to Moira, child, or you'll feel a pain in the ass. My axe. Don't forget, we can also make juice out of fruit we gather. When the weather is lacking, it can come in handy. So there we have it. We gain some hunger here. We build our camp. We are dehydrated. I'll keep going with this half measure. We'll need to use a whole lot of water tomorrow. She didn't lose that rate. Let's see. On food we have raw meat now. We have raw fish and we have some food. And we do have some cheese here that is great. Let's try to give them some of this fish. And I will give some fruit around as well. Try to keep... try to keep their hunger as low as possible without using too many meats. Okay, she became a bit more sick. We lost some fatigue, that is great. Our fire went down to 35. Some of our meat went to bad food. Let's see. So today is raining, so depression increases is 25%. We have 3 to 6 potable and non-potable water every day, every half day, so this is great. Fatigue is increased by 10, 0 to 10, depression from 2 to 12, fire intensity from -15 to 5, just from the weather effects. And then we get these night effects. So I am going to go to her and see if I can't use maybe one of these potions. Let's see. I would like you to get some meat, or maybe some of these. Yeah, let's give her some meat. She gained vomiting, unfortunately. Well, what can you do? I'm not gonna have her work the boat anymore. I think probably bringing her to some of these other areas would be better. In the woodcutting business, I will put him. And then I will ask here in the harvesting camp. Let's see. She's at 36 harvesting. She is at 20. Okay, let's put her at 36 there. Can I have her sleep? No, we don't have. I'll put her to collect some water. Let's see, how are we as far as buildings go? The workshop enables crafting activity for one character. A rest area we can build in now. A healing tent, we don't need it right now. A mining camp could be the useful step for the future. Though we are harvesting some fruits now, so let's go with a rest area. Sometimes we can rest the people during the day. So I'm thinking that it's probably going to come in handy. For one turn, let's see, something is preventing us. Oh, we don't have. Since we don't have any more water, we can't explore the area. So we need to bring her. Maybe we can bring her here. Nope, she's really bad at crafting. Let's see, are you better at carrying water? Well, yes, she's a lot better at carrying water. And let's bring her here. 14 crafting. If I bring her here, she's 27 crafting, so maybe that's better. And I'll bring her here to the harvest. Now let's see, what kind of progress are we making? We have plenty of wood, that's great. 50%, that means at the end of the day we'll have the crafting. She's inspired now. She brings us a whole bunch of water, which is great for her. And this we gain automatically from the rain. She's now gathering some fresh fruit. And he's chopping some wood there. Okay, let's see, what should we be doing now? I would also like to make sure that we have enough fire to take us through the night. At this point we have units of water, so let's go continue exploring the map. Let's see, build your camp, scavenge all resources from the shipwreck, wait for the first tribute, explore the island and recruit allies. So there are more characters than these. I'm gonna send her on exploration again. Let's see, now we have a rest area, so that means we can let people sleep through the day. Because we've gained quite a bit of fatigue today. More water. She's at level 3, he's at level 2. Okay, we've gained some injuries and a few other things. Let's check our characters quickly. And see. So now she's dehydrated, which means more fatigue and sickness each night. And -2 initiative in battle. She's nauseous, unfortunately. So we gain some penalties to those skills. Healing, cooking, fishing, beast handling. Hunger, -15%. This is because we're nausea. Okay. And she has a fractured leg, meaning agility and exploration is at -20. This is pretty bad and we get some injury every night, so I guess I'm going to use has a chance to remove a random trait. Yeah. We really need to heal that up. Let's see our other characters. Where are we at? So this is you, Eric here. He's renouncing, which gives us for 5 days 15% increased depression and fatigue. Hunting minus 20% for the pierced eardrum, that is okay. Let's see, let's level him up. He can become a slow killer, which means +1 to minimum damage but -1 to the max damage. Fast depression recovery or injury decrease with more hunger. Gardening XP increased or 10 strength. Let's go with 10 strength. I think this will come in handy for all our traits. We have her at level 3 now. She has food stash, which means -2 to 4 hunger each night, which is great. Vomiting from being drunk. Let's see, what does she have now? Either critical resistant, depression resistance, exploration, intelligence, or call to power, reduce constitution but increase strength. Intelligence should be great for her, but I also like this kind of depression resistance because we sent her on the boat. Though intelligence is pretty hard to... Let's get the intelligence because that increases our XP gain as well. Okay, I think that's about it for now. Let's check the map, let's see what else we've discovered. Some lost shipment here, so we can either search for loot or take the wood. Let's search for loot and we can... It's going to be hard to scavenge and explore here, but we have strength to get it. So let's bring her actually instead. Whatever the barrel contained, the sea claimed it, but maybe the waves didn't scatter the contents of the barrel too far away. Dig under the barrel or search the sandbank. Let's go for dig under the barrel. You dig the sand around the barrel looking for its contents, all you can find are seashells. It's pretty and old, but you highly doubt it's useful. So we gain some fatigue there, gain some seaweed, and that's it. So yeah, the luck of the draw then. At this point we're just going to end the day. I'm so tired. Did you even sleep at night? With all these bugs and scary sounds coming from the forest. When it's raining it's the worst. The roof has more holes than cheese. I should fix it. If we have the resources, I'll do it. We arrange a comfy bed if you want to take a nap during the day. If you are too tired, I prefer that you take a nap a whole afternoon instead of doing work badly. Yes, a good nap is all I need. With a strong naked man lying next to me. It's not too much to ask, right, Carrie? If he's snoring like that, no thanks. I snore? Sometimes at night, I feel the earth trembling and I wake up fearing that the Ragnarok is upon us. That's so true. Ooh, he's a loud snorer. I've been thinking about home lately. Home? Yes, we all miss home, sister, but no, not this home. Our first home. Let it go, you don't need to think about that. But I want to remember. Do you remember Dad, our real dad? I was too young. I remember Mom's voice when she was singing lullabies for you. But Dad, I can't even remember his face. We were young, and Trovald was kind to us. He's the only father we had, as far as I'm concerned. Trovald, yes, despite the fact that he killed our real family, yeah, he was rather kind. Don't talk about that, you always get upset. So you can't understand, you are too young, but I have memories of a lifetime that was stolen from us. Yeah, a bit of look into the old Viking, not Viking culture, but the general idea of the old times. Ooh, she's at 82 depression there. We really need to fix this. We're gonna try to get her drunk again. Let's see, she's dehydrated too, so we're definitely giving her more water. Maybe give her 2 water there. I am going to give these people 0.5 water. So fully heal there. He stayed with his dehydration. Okay, only one character dehydrated. Now let's see, as far as food goes, we need to use this food. So let's do that. And then we'll give some of these fruits away as well. Keep all these people at pretty low levels of hunger. Let's see. We're gonna rest a tiny bit. Okay. Well, it's a brand new day, and unfortunately this is all the time that we have for this particular episode. It's sunny. So in the next episode tomorrow we will be coming back and things will move a whole lot faster, as our camp is already, like, we've been through most of the story, the intro story. So we just have to focus on surviving one more day. As always, I have to say thank you very much for checking out the channel, for checking out our weekly episodes of different series that I put out, and also for checking out this weekend's specials. If you would like me to continue one of these series, once again, leave it down in the comments or send it to me via email. Let me know that you want to see more of these particular games. And with that, I hope that you're going to have a wonderful Saturday going on ahead. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.